about how it was a special weekend with the Chad Tuff Foundation and what we could accomplish with that, just bringing awareness to DIPG with the Infinity Challenge and everything. We had over 200 alums, former players back. We had dinner for some of them last night. We had them downtown for a little social time last night, so that was huge as well. And then they have for our team win in a gritty, not pretty performance is big for our growth. I think we grew up a lot today as a team, knowing that games are going to be tough. You're going to have to be tougher. And so as they all mature right now, it's a big part of us. Happy that Karras could get out there when the start of the second half, but as we were warming up, he really felt like out of shape and wobbly, and I think it may be an emergency, but right now I thought it was best to just shut him down. We wanted to play 10 to 15 minutes. He played 11 because Duncan was in foul trouble. And it was just about enough, I think, for him to get ready for the next game. And we might have second guessed it if we lost it, but as you can see, this is any of you played this game, on 1.5 practices, you are not ready to play. I mean, full practices, up and down, up and down. You can't cheat this game. So there's no designated hitter. There's no huddle up every 30 seconds. You cannot cheat this game, and so we decided not to push it anymore.
Lev, why don't you start us off?
Against Texas, against Maryland, you won by shooting well from long range.
Yeah.
What does it say about the team?
Yeah, that's big. Really big for us.
Five?
Yeah. We can't. They did a great job. They put Davis and some other guys on. Duncan, tough to get him open, but it allows us to do some other things. The challenge for them is we can get to the rim. That son of a gun is just hard to score around, and he intimidates your shots, or he flat out blocks them. So it says a lot that we only made 6. Zach was the key guy. There's always a matchup with another team that maybe we can exploit. We try to use whoever was guarding Zach.
Chris?
Derek said you kept calling his number.
Yeah.
He was getting looks that you wanted, right?
Yeah. But there was a point in the game where some people on my bench were saying getting him out of there, and I said, the dude scored 26 points the other night. I'm not taking him out, right? Every time he misses a shot, I mean the next one's going in. And so we rode him all the way down, and he only made one of them, but he knocked those foul shots in. But that was a big play to get to the point that we were there. So, I think it takes a toll. It's everybody in our league will see this. When you're playing a game at 9 o'clock Eastern time, and you got to trail back, you get back at 2:30 in the morning. It's a big toll, and especially the minutes he's playing.
And I think Mohammed said that Cam and DJ were the guys that actually sent.
Yeah. Because they only got 2 rebounds total and 4 points total. But if you look at this thing, we out-rebounded Purdue. That may be look at that. That may be the only time you'll ever see that stat. So we got it done somehow. Chad Carr, I think, was batting the ball around to us as a little angel somewhere, and we were getting the ball, but we ended up being able to get enough done so they didn't get too many second opportunities.
Over here with Noah.
The rebounding, I guess, Coach Painter said that a lot of it was the long rebounds that you guys get to take so many outside shots. How important is it for the guards to sort of be aware and be aggressive and going after those?
Yeah, it's really important. And like I said, we couldn't get close to the basket too much with their size. Even Haas intimidated a couple shots. And so our guards have to go in and get the ball. We all know Derek does a great job of that.
Over to your right with Brendan.
Karras here yesterday was not ready to go.
I said he'll be ready when he's ready. I said he wasn't ready yet. He wasn't yet ready until after practice yesterday. And then he said, I'm going to try out tomorrow. And if I'm ready in warm-ups, I'm going to play.
So
it's pretty simple. He's going to be ready when he says he's ready.
So how did he look in practice yesterday? Like that
he looked good. He looked good. He got gassed after we got up and down, up and down, up and down. He was pretty gassed. If it was a half court, if it was me, you, and him playing in 3-on-3 at the Y, he'd be really good right now. But he is not when it's going up and down. Not with the speed. I think he plays so fast that's very difficult for him. So, like I said, I have the press conference before practice, and going into that, he was not ready. After practice, he said, Coach, I want to try out. I want to just try it out. We ate breakfast. He came over. He worked out again. He got some shots up in Chrysler. I double-checked. Go to warm-ups, and if you really, official warm-ups, not pre-warm, official warm-ups, you come back in. I said, are you in or not? I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna do what we do. He said, I want in, and that's how. That was it. Double check, double check, double check.
And I get just with Zach, with the take and make big shots that you've kind of been looking for in games like this, what did he show you?
Yeah, I mean, we want him to do, he's really worked very hard to get, after the injury this summer, to really get a rhythm back and want to take big shots. I think in the minute, but you just look at the contrast of him and Derek, you know, in the Minnesota game, in this game, they just flipped roles. And that was huge for him to just go in and make those big ones, especially the threes. I mean, that's good. So he is, you know, we were all very concerned, or you were all very concerned. When he was like 4 for 20 to start, and I know that. There's a rhythm to it, and as you watch basketball, people will shoot it well, and then they won't. And you just keep pressing on it.
Right down front with Tony.
You guys obviously have a tough schedule down the stretch for the regular season. How big is the second signature win in Big Ten?
In the league, yeah, it's really big. I think, you know, in this league, again, you need to win on the road. We got, I think we got 4 road wins. Now, is it a true road win? No, but it's not a home win. We have 4 road wins in the league. That's pretty good. Now we got to go get more. And now you got 2 of the top teams in the league. I mean, that team, when it's all said and done, has a great chance. So we got 2 of those. Forget about that the other ones were such tough losses and bad losses. Forget about it, right? We just got to say, okay, it's just a loss. Now we got what's up tomorrow? Well, how are we gonna be better tomorrow?
And just, I mean, could you see this display of toughness coming from this team? I mean, a rough week last week.
Yeah.
You come out today. I mean, you got outscored big time in the paint by Purdue down there, rebounding something, and then you come and beat them in both categories. You have seen this effort, this type of effort and toughness.
You know, the payback type of game that you have right there. We took a spin on it. Okay, this is the type of game that you. How much did we learn in that game? As we watched a video yesterday about front and AJ Hammond's too high, right? About not having the right angles in the post, of guarding the guy on the perimeter and let him throw it right into it. So as you can see, for him to get a touch, it was hard. Now he's still going to get his points. Haas is still going to get their points, but we were going to say, but we're not we were doubling down. And it created confusion. We said, we learned we're not going to double, we're going to stay at home and just play them straight up and just work for a position. So that was big. So now you get 2 of those wins against the higher echelon teams and the teams at the top that are NCAA. That's an NCAA tournament team, right? Obviously Maryland is. Now we got to get more.
In the back with Nick to your right.
Hey, Joe, you mentioned not giving up on Derek there. He's had some great games. He's had his lumps this year. How much has he grown, like big picture mentally?
To bounce back. You know what I've learned about him, Nick, is that he needs confidence, but he also needs me to be extremely commanding with him sometime about his expectations. And I mean, I don't know if I gave him any confidence in the game, but I called him over after he missed 3 open shots, and I said, make the shots, damn it. And that's a whole lot of confidence, right? I just got to be real with him. You just got to be real with him, and because he's a tough kid and he's learning to be tougher. But that's big for him. I mean, what else are you going to do? He's an elite shooter, and he won't shoot sometimes. So I want him to shoot.
So is that how he responds? You get into?
Yeah, I will get into. We hit and hug with a lot of our players, and I don't mean physically hit, but we hit and hug and get into them, but then take the next shot, damn it, you know. But try and make it this time, and it just adds some like this guy's crazy type of attitude that they can do better.
Over on your left with Wojo.
Hey, John, in a weird kind of way, is 5 for 20 from 3-point range almost a positive thing that you can show your team, the defense and grit that you talked about?
I think we had a win against Michigan State a couple of years ago without getting a 3-pointer. Right. So yeah, there's different ways to win. We got to take what the defense gives us. So you know, and that's surprising because you can't get to the rim, you know, as well as you'd like to against this. That kid's an elite shot blocker. So it is good for our guys to realize we're more than just that. But if people are going to give us that open, I want our guys to shoot it too. But analytics tell you, you know, for us offensively, 3 is better than 2. And try and get open ones as much as you can. Don't shoot tough 2s, shoot layups and 3s. That's what analytics will tell you. Well, they're taking away your layups and they take away your 3s, so they're making you make tough 2s. And Zach Irvin made some tough 2s.
Back down the front.
When Derek passed up the 3, passed it to Cam when he was wide open, was that?
Yeah, that was one of those times. Yeah, we got a guy shooting 50% and a guy that just got in the game. And I want him to shoot that ball, but he's still making the right basketball play. And I think Cam makes that 3. Mark, I mean, that would have been so good for Mark's confidence. Mark had that one go in and out, but at the same time, that's what the reason those two are open, right? There's a reason Duncan isn't open. Then look at the percentages.
And then Mohammed, just talk about his defensive
Yeah.
plays when they've gotten away from you guys a little bit, and some of the hustle plays and the defensive plays.
Yeah, you know, we play that over and over again. I hope you watched it, that big time he sprinted back at Minnesota about his athleticism. And, you know, when he first came in here, I used to accuse him of playing in a tuxedo. He just was like, just playing. He wasn't like playing hard and gritty. And we said, this is the sprint, this is the hustle we got to see every time, because he saved that game for us. He could have saved that game for us.